Hello, my friends. This is Frimpson podcast, part of Frimpson Media Network. Uh, today, today's segment is about foreclosure. I'm going to talk a little bit about foreclosure. My name is James Amo, host of Frimpson podcast, and I'm part of Frimpson Media Network. I'm a real estate agent too. So today, I'm going to use this opportunity this weekend to talk about foreclosure. What happens if you don't pay your mortgage? It is one of the topics a lot of people call and then wanted to find out, mostly outside this media network. People call me and wanted to find out what to do about their mortgage. They are losing their home. They are, banks are trying to take over their house. So they want to find out what they can do. In fact, sometimes it's very, very difficult. If you live in your house, mostly those of you who have children, you live in your home, you you have everything going well with your family, and then all of a sudden something happens. Like recently a guy called me. He was working with federal government and then they laid him off. This guy lost his job and then he actually watched the video on YouTube and then sent message for us, wanted to find out what to do about his house because he's losing his house. He has lived in Maryland for so many years and then all of a sudden he is losing his house because of the federal laid off, you know. So it is so sad. With this, I really don't know if the government, this layoff, I don't know if the government will help you do any short sale. Short sale should be, I don't know if the government will help you do short sale. FHA, Federal Housing Finance Agency. If your house is a FHA loan, then you try to call them to find out. If it's conventional, if your loan is conventional, then it's something that you need to talk to the bank because most lenders at this point will try to work with you. But foreclosure process takes time. Every state is completely different. If you come to my state, um, mostly it takes about a year to complete the whole foreclosure. So you have more time. The first 6 months is very crucial. You try to work with the bank. Don't ignore their calls. Don't ignore their letters to you. Try to pick up their letters, try to answer their calls, and then talk to them. They are human beings. The banks are not interested. I'm not speaking for any bank. Just that is my experience. Since I started doing real estate, um, I've seen so many lenders helping borrowers, solve this kind of situation. In fact, I've done a lot of loan modifications. I've helped a lot of home buyers, go through all these situations. So I know definitely banks are not interested in taking over your house. What they are interested, you need to remember, is banks are in for profit. They want to make money. That's why they gave you the loan, right? It's not like they are giving you the loan just for them to lose money. No, they don't do that. That's why they try, in case you are not making the payment, they will try to call you, try to work with you to find out if you can come up with some kind of money to pay your back loans. So it's very, very important to bear in mind that banks are not there to do what? To take over your house. It's up to you. Your house is your investment. Your house is your investment. You've invested your life in it. You've been paying your mortgage. Think about the equity in it. It's a sort of income for you, a sort of savings for you. So I don't think it's very, very important for you to just sit down and then let it go like that. You try your best, and then if it doesn't work, then you know that you tried and it didn't work. So the foreclosure process is just, it takes very long time. Even actually, for a bank to start foreclosure, to start foreclosing your house, they have to wait about 120 days, which is 4 months. Try to work with you, try to contact you, try to do all kinds of things. And then if you don't, you see, if you don't respond, it is then that they will send your file to the attorney. Mostly the attorneys are within your state. They will send a file to your attorney for the attorney to start foreclosure process. Even with that, if you are able to contact the attorney on time, talk, and then try to find money to pay off the, the default amount, then you can just still reclaim your house back. I don't think, it's difficult at all. The only thing is sometimes people are afraid. I've seen a guy some time ago. He was losing his house, and then he didn't want his family even to know that he was losing his house. So he found a way to talk to his wife and children to move to an apartment. And they move out from the house. Just first 4 months, he lost his job. He just did that, which is something that we will go into it. We will talk about redemption period. That's the last 6 months for you to redeem the house. That time you have right. Let's say something goes all the way wrong. Say you don't have a job, you don't have any means of getting your house back. Stay there until that 1 year. At least you can save the money. You don't pay rent, right? For 6 months, for 12 months, stay in that house. Do not move out. Do not abandon the house because of the foreclosure. Either you move early or you don't move early, your credit is already messed up. So why don't you use that opportunity to stay in the house? Use that opportunity to stay in the house and then work with the banks. Even after after the sheriff auction, after the sheriff auction, you'll have 6 months redemption period. And then that 6 months, you can start sell the house. You can start sell the house, pay off the loan, and then keep the difference, which is something a lot of people doesn't know. You can still put a house on the market, try your best to sell it. And then in case you can't sell it for certain reason, maybe, you didn't take care of the house, the carpet is really dirty, you have kids, and then they mess up the walls and all sort of things, but still there is equity in it. You contact, if you send me a message in a comment section with your information, or you can send me a private message, I will contact you and try to see if I can link you with investors who can come in and look at your house and then give you money and then buy it from you. They will buy it from you, then go and pay the bank at the redemption. It happens. It's just easy to do that. You'll make money. They will make money. You don't lose your house. You don't lose everything. Because I have seen, people moving out from their homes and then investor buying it, from the banks and then turn around to sell it and make a lot of money. One thing a lot of people doesn't know is that Let's say you bought a house 500,000. You live there for 10, 15 years. Your loan on it is just only 250,000. By law, if the bank is auctioning your house, right, they cannot sell it more than 250,000. That's why normally the banks buy it back. That's why they buy it back. Because if they sell it more than 250,000, then they have to track you to come and give you the difference, which is something they won't do. Banks doesn't have that time to spend money to do that. So if you own 150,000, that is how much they auction it. So if there is no any investor at the auction to buy it, the bank will buy it back. At that time, it becomes the bank's property. They can turn around, fix it, and then sell it 500,000 to make money. Or maybe they might turn around and then sell it to another investor, who the investor will go in there, maybe sell it and then make more money. You've thrown away all the money that you've worked hard on it away. So it's very, very great and a great idea for you to stay in the house. You stay in the house to make sure that you do what? You go through all the foreclosure process. I mean, if you do everything and you couldn't secure it, then the last 2 months you use it to find a place to move. At least you've saved. You've saved the 12 months that you haven't paid the mortgage. You've saved that money. You can use that money towards another house, or you can use that money to invest, or you can use that money to rent another place. So it's very, very important. Foreclosure process is something that is not funny thing. I don't wish any homeowner to go through foreclosure. I don't at all. It's sad. It kills people's morale. It lets families down. And I don't blame the person going through foreclosure. Because here's the point, that now people are losing their jobs. People are losing their jobs. Federal government is firing people just like that. So if you own a house, how are you going to survive? How are you going to pay your mortgage? How are you going to take care of your children's education? That means the poverty from this time, the next 4 years, if you don't take care or you don't find another job, which sometimes is very difficult for some people, because the job that they have been doing for the past 15, 20 years is what they know. And then maybe their age is very, very difficult for them to, start looking for another job. So automatically, this family's life is completely destroyed by just one action, firing them from their job. One single family life is destroyed. They lose their homes, children education, their lifestyle, and then so many things. So I don't blame a person going through foreclosure. I don't at all. I try to make sure to advise you to take advantage. If you think there's no way for you to do what, to redeem your house back, stay in the house until last 2 months. Then you use that last 2 months or 3 months to find another place. By that time, you've secured a lot of money. All the months that you haven't paid mortgage, you've secured that money towards another house or another thing. So folks, it's very, very important. It's very, very, very important that you pay attention to your loan. If you default on it, it's very, very important. Folks, this is James Frimpson podcast. My name is James Amon with Frimpson Podcast, host of Frimpson Podcast, part of Frimpson Media Network. If you have any question, if you want us to talk about anything, feel free to comment, and then I will get back to you. Please share the videos, like it, and then forward it to your friends. We are going to talk about this foreclosure issue these days. As I said last time, we will talk about it. We will be talking about sheriff sale. What is sheriff sale? We will talk about it. We will talk about loan modification. Loan modification is very, very important. If you're going through any situation, you can talk to the banks to modify your loan. There are some things, process you need to go through, which is not hard at all. We will talk about it. So comment and share the video. Let everybody know what is, what you can do if, you are losing their house or they are losing their homes. Let your friends forward the video to them for them to know exactly what they can do to, save what they have already invested. Folks, this is Jim Frimpson. Just want to remind you one thing, that this program is sponsored by Judo Group. Judo Group is a group of companies coming together to build and help themselves connect, sharing businesses, referring businesses to each other. So Judo Group companies, one of the companies, gooddeal.com, is an online marketplace to buy and sell product online. And then judo.com, YUUDLE.com, is also an online marketplace for handymen, contractors, home builders, roofers, sidings, plumbers. Just check it out. Feel free to check to see if you need somebody to come and then help you in your house on judo.com. Folks, this is Jim Frimpson. We will talk again, and remember, don't lose your house to a bank if you don't have to. Don't